All right, all right. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. We got one. We got two. Do we got two? Okay, we got two. And looks like we got three. So we're cool with all three. Music assist. What's this? It's from forever. Twitch music. I guess I'll accept. Okay, what is going on? I did not want to do all this crap. Hold on. What the fuck did I do? See, I'm an idiot. I would like update something as I'm doing something. They say you should never update shit before you stream and stuff. And I just happened to click something for Discord. So, letting this clear out. That's why my computer sounds like it's about to lift off. We're about to get in some Tekken. Oh, it's not even. Okay. Fuck this, then. Continue Discord. Twitch music. What is this? I can't think I'm part of Twitch music Discord. Which I didn't mean to. You sensed I was going to go live? That's scary. We have a mental link then. Because it was kind of random. I thought about it off and on. I'm like, I will or I won't. I'm like, I just kind of want to play some fucking Tekken. So I might as well go live. This won't be the longest live. We'll see. I just want to play some Tekken. In fact, once I get too frustrated, we'll stop. Appreciate you being here. Once the screen updates, we'll get into some Tekken as it loads up. But thank you for being here, Richard. I appreciate it. Okay, looks like we got Tekken loaded up, or loading up. Without joking, search. VigilanteWilliamson listed 5 minutes ago because I sensed it. Then I got the notification. I'm just happy you got the notification. Especially because I just kind of started the stream. You know what I mean? I didn't leave no pre-time or lead time, I should say. I just walked into the room and started it. So we'll see. Like I said, don't plan for this to be the longest stream. My Tekken streams don't do that well. I mean, I do have the one Tekken 7 stream that randomly got a bunch of like 1,000 views back in the day. But that's about it. Mason, they said, well, shit, you at 465. I mean, did you just get over 400 not too long ago? So, I mean, congrats on that. But unfortunately, you know what? They will get jank on you. We're going to Colonel Sanders. They do get jank on you, unfortunately. This YouTube algorithm is a evil little bitch. And shit, they just took down an old video of mine from a couple years ago. I actually just messaged Matt about it from Fireball Productions, which you came after. We used to do the Culture Crime Fighters. We had a podcast, and we used to alternate channels, and we interviewed a lot of different people. You might not know who Chrissy Mayer is, but we interviewed her, and that video got taken down. I did do an appeal, but it's probably not gonna do. 300 is recent to you. You just imploded. Or exploded. It's probably a bad word. Hey, Central Dildo. Congratulations, bro. I'm kind of, not stagnant, but a little stagnant. But that's my fault. I haven't done the same amount of videos. Oh, shit, it's Dante. Oh, shit. There you go. It's not Dante. Yeah, I think it's Dante from Devil May Cry. Oh, damn it. Right. I gotta stop doing that. Got him. But yeah, I just wanted to play some Tekken, and I figured I'd show you guys. Why not? I didn't get this far rank-wise, I don't think, in Tekken 7. Damn it. How are you, bro? Look at you guys being cordial. Appreciate it. Damn it. Damn it. All right, you got me. He got me. Oh, man. Man, he came back because of me being lax. Got too lax. All right, let me lock in. I was looking in the chat just trying to see who shows up. Like I said, my Tekken streams don't do that well. Damn it. Looks like we're going to lose this one, guys. Just being honest. Yeah. That's how it goes. Unless we can make a comeback. Man, that ain't happening. Uh-oh. That's it. Gaming views are down across social media. I see. Maybe. I mean, Tekken, there's nothing going on with Tekken right now. I mean, they got new characters, but that's not... I'm not playing a new character. And, you know, I've been meaning to, like, watch... I kind of looked at some guys, but I didn't, like, I need to really practice while I watch the guy videos, because to really like imprint some stuff on. You know, it's funny. I saw a vertical stream with a Tekken guy. Damn, that's smart to use the laser. Most people don't. Got him. They change the algo every so often, and sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. They might change it. Every game is down. It's been like that. Game might be done. Well, you say that, but I mean, there's still a huge market for it. I mean, it definitely isn't what it was. Shit, if I would have got in the gaming thing, like 2013, you know what I mean? That was the time to get in on it. That was like the most fertile it had been. It. No, it ain't. Damn it, that's it. It could just be, I mean, I think there's a down interest in gaming. That's not even a algo thing. I think people, you know, there's a lot made. We'll make a lot about the entertainment industry, but there's definitely a frustration in a lot of the games that's been coming out recently. I mean, that Concord was a big miss. And I mean, we're not getting a lot of games even coming out. So when they come out and they're not as good as what people want. Yeah, nice jump. Gamer game. I could be, who knows? In that alternate universe where I got into YouTube. I tried in 2017, but I was, you know, as me, not as Vigilante, because I hadn't even came up with it until the next year. I didn't do nothing to man, he's really running me. This is casual. This is why I'm not even doing ranked, and I probably won't do ranked. And I fucked that up. I should do this max. Am I gonna hit him? Got him. I could be a game. 10 years ago, games would come out and people would still be talking about decades later. Yeah, games don't have the same aura, not to use the modern term or the Zoomer term, but they don't. And like I said, there's a frustration there. Messed that up. Got him. There's a frustration in a lot of these games. And like I said, not enough games are coming out. Not enough of them are good. You had Helldivers, and then that, you know. Oh, nice. That was a brilliant sidestep. Good work. Good work, sir. But, you know, Sony kind of soured people. A lot of corpo shit has soured people with games, man. And so that's really what's, I think, a big part of it. And people ain't got the money, you know. That college football game came out, and for the first week it was hype. But then once, I mean, you start seeing how jank the game is, and I keep seeing highlights. I'll never purchase that game. Never will purchase that game. Or, yeah, a lot of people do it. Helldivers had a little hype to it. Just like, you know, it had a little hype. But, I mean, that died down. If you missed that, if you wasn't around, it's kind of what you said. You know, that first few weeks, it was hype. And then once Sony started acting greedy, the hype died down. So if you missed that first few weeks, you know what I mean? That was it. That was it. And so you missed. So gaming is down. There's a lot of, and the gaming industry is really hitting the woke hard because it takes so much longer to make a game, right? So if you started in 2018, your game is just now coming out now. So if you started a woke game from a major, I mean, yeah, indie game can get done in a year, and even those sometimes it's harder. But like if you started a major woke game back when it was hot to be woke. Not saying there's still not no wokeness, because it certainly is, but your game's just now coming out past few years. So that's now those games are starting to come out, and people don't fucking like them. And there's now gaming is going through its anti-woke phase right now because it took so long for these fucking games to actually get done. So you got something like Concord or the Suicide Squad game. I mean, that game took 4 or 5 years to make. So that's a part of it too. But I'm gonna read what Central Dillo said in a minute because he has a good point as well. I kind of not gloss over it, but you know, gotta focus. So it's a lot, and I know I'm tired of content. And I'm just, you know, even the shit I watch, I've been trying to watch fitness content. I mean, that's so dogmatic and pragmatic. Content over saturation is a huge thing. And I can feel that as a viewer, man. Not just as a creator. I am grateful to you guys, man. You guys show up most streams, if not all streams, and have conversations, man. A lot of content creators do not have that. And as my brother constantly reminds me, I am well above the average content creator. Because, you know what I'm saying? I am well above the average. Because the average content creator don't got nobody watching them. That's just the reality. So, and same with you. You're well above yourself, Richard. Average content creator ain't even got 100 subs. So, it's easy to forget that because you think about the big ones. But the average, that means all of them combined, don't got 100 subs. So, content oversaturation. Nobody gives a fuck about anything. Yeah, we are desensitized to everything. And unless you're making money off it, I mean, nobody's talking about Trump and retarded. Yep. That was just a month ago? A month ago, somebody shot at a former president. And it's like, no one cares. Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year. I didn't even know they won Game of the Year. Crickets. Nobody knows these games. They're not as mainstream. They're niche. And that's everything. Everything is nicheified. That's another thing. There's nothing's mainstream. Nothing is mainstream. Even if you were to say like, oh, Taylor Swift, she's a mainstream artist. She's really a big niche artist, right? Most people don't like her music. She has a lot of fans. And she has a lot of loyal fans. And I would consider her probably the biggest artist, right? You would think. But again, she's actually just a big niche artist because everything is niche because nothing's mainstream. We used to all go to TV, and there were only a few networks that everybody had, and then you had cable, and you got satellite, you had more. And so something that was mainstream could be disseminated. If you watched MTV, whoever was on MTV, they were the mainstream artists. You know what I'm saying? And everybody at least knew who they were. Well, now everything's on the internet. So if you're not following XYZ, you know what I mean? JPEG Mafia just dropped. Does the average person know who JPEG Mafia is? No, they don't. I will put out an album before the GTA comes out. I do, and that's a meme. GTA is probably the only mainstream game out there. Even things like Nintendo. Think about that. Everybody doesn't have a Switch. It's a very popular platform. But even the Nintendo games, everything's just niche, and there's bigger niches than others. But everything is niche. On top of the desensitization of everything, not only are our attention spans a lot lower, but just our, it's almost like an instant apathy thing. It's like after something's over, it's over. Let me lock in. No, I ain't locking in this one. Nice jabs. Who likes Ed Sheeran? Exactly. Ed Sheeran's a mainstream artist. Is he mainstream? He's not mainstream like Michael Jackson was mainstream, like Whitney Houston was mainstream, like Aerosmith was mainstream. Like where people who don't even necessarily get a genre. I had an Aerosmith album in my, but my family had an Aerosmith album. We didn't like it wasn't that big, but when that was it that shit for Armageddon? I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. That was such a big song that we fucking bought the CD because it was the biggest song, one of the biggest. I can't even say it's one of the biggest songs that year. So we had that shit. Either I can't remember if it was the soundtrack or the album, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's like there's nothing like that no more. There's no, even the Olympics. Like we all saw that, bullshit they called the opening ceremony, but everybody not watching the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So there's no more mainstream. There's no more. Deadpool and Wolverine, maybe to a certain extent, was mainstream because Marvel has. Oh, nice. Vigilante Taylor Swift, obviously. And I'm probably gonna lose more because I'm talking to y'all, but it's all right. I'm not that invested in these matches. I'm just trying to get some in. That's what she said. Yeah, they whooping on me. His tours make money. Like I said, the mainstream artists are really big niche artists where there's a few million people that love their shit. Or, maybe 10 million people. But it's not quite the same as when, you know what I mean, everybody knew of an artist. Man, that was a hellified combo. I'm getting worked. Oh shit. Haven't seen a man in the Olympics. You saw Dr. Umar. Man, you gotta stop watching Dr. Umar. It ain't good for your brain. Umar's a weird dude, man. That's so gay. That's the gay. That is and I don't just mean gay like, how we say, it's gay, is weak, is whatever. That's legitimately homosexual to be happy that a man broke up with a woman. That's legitimately homosexual. Like, hey, Jamalama, you hate that song, that movie, and movie? Maybe not. Hey, oh, well, listen, of the era, I appreciate you being here. Back in 98 was the shit. Even though that movie don't make no fucking sense, but it was the shit. Don't wanna miss a thing. They shadow banned me because they putting Taylor Swift in there. No, they definitely have been shadow banning. I haven't seen you said no, so that. Or I rift. Oh, do you de-Facebook? I call it fake book. Man, I'm probably about to get stretched out again, guys. Don't expect too much. I've been having a lot of good streams where I'm doing pretty well. This ain't gonna be one of them because now that the conversation started, I'm just up and doing shit. That's another thing. We don't listen to music like that. There's some people, I don't think the radio, but the radio's not nowhere. Nothing over the air is as popular as it was even 10 years ago, let alone 20. So that means radio and TV. Yeah, oh man, well, there's no point. Yeah, I am getting stretched now. That legit quote. I'm just not locked in. No, I ain't peace of type of time. You about to get timed out for that shit. You don't know peace of type of time. What the fuck? Losing that Tekken to Black Sand. I mean, that's serious shit. But no, I don't think most people listen to the. Well, I ain't gonna say most, but nowhere near the amount of people listen to the radio as used to. He ain't gonna want to play because he probably think he's smoking. Yes, you did. I don't think as many people listen to the radio. You was too cool for that shit at the time. Hey, listen. Hey, it is what it is. I was young and that movie had just came out, and it was a cold little movie, and that song and the video was just hype energy. So I mean, that's what I mean. It's like, shit. I was watching something. And just Tupac was just talking about the death row sales. He said, you know, I sold it was like $6-8 million. It was it was a short, and he was like, I sold like $6 million. Snoop sold $5 million, and what was it? Dog Pound sold $3 million. So that's, you know, whatever that number is, 14 million, 13 million albums. You know what I mean? And you gotta think how many people just listen to this, going back to the radio, who just heard the songs on the radio. So I mean, that's how. And you gotta think, when you bought albums, you had to go to a physical place. God, I'm so locked out of it. I'm gonna take a short break and talk with y'all for a little bit, because I'm just so getting smoked after this. I'm just like, wow, it's like I ain't played Tekken at all. I listened to an interview of that Ging cut. I don't know who Ging is. Jesus. Colonel Sanders is getting fried, guys. Come on, just stop the perfects. Nope. Need something. Oh, Ginger Cunt. I see. Well, who's that? Tours made $500 million. Taylor Swift. It ain't niche. Well, well, are you sure about that? Have you seen the ticket prices, sir? Good sir. They're not. There's no more $25 tickets, my guy. These are like, you want to get in the back and have a nosebleed? Give me $150 a pop. If you're trying to get on the front thing, I'm gonna need 5, 10, 15 racks. So I think it's fairly niche. I mean, they probably got. I would say there's a good 10 million fans, 10 to 15 million a piece for both of them, and that's incredible. I'm not going to knock that. You may say, hey, that is mainstream. Still not relative niche. How about that? Maybe that's a term, but there. And then here's another thing. A lot of the bigger acts are able to market towards the high end individuals, upper middle class, the high value men, that top 10%, and so they're able to milk that top 10% pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're charging $5,000, look, I mean, we could. I said I was gonna stop, and I just instinctively kept going. I'll try to look up the ticket prices, and then we could just do the math and see how many you need to sell. If you can get 500,000 people to spend a rack, what's that? 500,000 times a rack. That's 500 million right there. So you know what I'm saying? Let me lock in and actually get a win. Maybe. And I mean, listen, maybe niche is too strong of a word. because it certainly isn't niche like. You know what I'm saying? Feminist will rob a bank. How am I subscribing? The same. We've been at because I haven't been making videos. Clearly, making videos adds to subscribers more than streaming. Even with the mobile streams doing okay, I'm at 831. That that's still cool. I'm getting there. I don't know if we're gonna make 1,000 by the end of the year unless we link up with LDG on a few videos. But I gotta actually make the video. Oh man, you got them. Oh, bro. Your point is it's still mainstream. Yeah, I get your point, but I don't want, and I'm not denying that point, but it's still different than what it was. That's my point, and that audience. I mean, shit. Look at let's take another artist, or let's take some of these hip hop artists. A lot of that tour shit is drying up. A lot of these artists that were bigger and that you thought, status wise were big, and granted, hip hop is down across the board, so that needs to be included in that conversation. And maybe Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran are the Marvel of the music world. What I mean by that is most movies are not making money for the past 15 years, but certainly the past 5. But Marvel movies tend to do better. So even though the movie industry is down as a whole, Marvel tends to do well. So maybe they are bulletproof. But like I said, those ticket prices are... Oh, come on. Come on. Niche implies small. Okay, fair enough. There's another word maybe that I could look to. Part of my point is that because we're able to close it off, it doesn't hit the same. Like, I'm trying to think. It wouldn't surprise me that even though they're making more money, that they were selling less tickets than an artist 20 years ago. So let's see what I'm gonna just Google Taylor Swift concert price. Oh, holy smokes! Wait a second. Hold on. Let me why was this the main one? Okay, let's try this again. So, niche might be a strong word, but those revenue numbers need to be quantified. If you just hit Google, the average ticket price to see Taylor Swift is $1,000. So, you don't need to be at your biggest popularity if you can get the people. Look at this, Adele. 12. So that's another that's the reason they're making so much money. And keep in mind, that's the record company and the touring company and all that making money. Now festivals do make money too for other artists, but like $1,000 a pop, man, for the average, you don't need to sell 100 million tickets to get that done. So I'll fall back from niche. And I'm not saying they aren't mainstream, but it's not the same type of mainstream. I wish I had a better word. I'm trying to think of I can't think. I'll think of it off stream. So many times I think of things off stream. Market toward the circle doesn't make you mainstream. Just happens to be the group with most money. See, that's that. Okay, like you know what? I've heard high end brands considered niche. I'm trying to think. Whoever said 100 million. Okay, you don't need to sell 10 million tickets. Studios didn't lose as much money as they lose now, though. Well, that's nothing. You used to keep the budgets down, so you would make a movie for $10 million, market it for $5 million. If you bombed, you only lost $15 million. 1,000 average is insane. No, I'm not trying to think of what part of the population is a fan. I'm trying to make my point that even the quote unquote mainstream have a the amount of market share for how much potential market share is significantly lower than what it once was. Even if they have figured out ways to generate more money, similar to the WWE. WWE, I would consider a niche. Now, millions of people watch that. And you get frustrated every time on the female wrestling podcast. But they only average 1 million to 2 million people watching. They're able to milk that 1 million to 2 million like a motherfucker. And you may say, well, they still got 2 million, they're mainstream. But WWE is nowhere near as mainstream as it was in the late 90s, where everyone knew who Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock were. That's the point I'm trying to make. Literally 2 million people watch the show every week, 2 to 3 million. So it's 2 to 3 million niche. Yes and no. Whereas Taylor Swift or WWE, both are able to generate a lot of money from significantly less people than equivalent. When you talk about WWF, or who would have been the biggest artist? Maybe Britney Spears in the 90s. Man, you are the one who well, yeah, that's true. She does have a out of all the times you bring up white women, this is one of the few times where, yeah, I think it is App. That's what I'm trying to say, Potato Jones. Thank you. This is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Hey, appreciate you being here. Because of our on-demand media since the early 90s, everyone past a certain age, remember when they were in the USA when Thriller premiered, but not everyone's in their own bubbles. Yes, we're all bubbled off and sectioned off. So there's no true mainstream that crosses everything, crosses everyone's path. That's what I'm trying to say. And I've been struggling to word it because I was getting my ass beat at Tekken. And I'm about to start back Tekken. But Potato Jones, you were saying, that's what I'm trying to say. And the word may not be niche. That may be too strong of a word. I don't think that many people really like Taylor Swift. But the amount of people that like her are enough to spend all that money. Like I said, WWE is my comp. I don't think that anyone in this chat outside of Richard and a few others who like wrestling really are up with WWE. But WWE gets a couple million. So would you, if for Ron's always a brother. Hey Fizz, I'm sorry. We started this conversation and I'm playing Tekken, so I didn't see you come in. Oh, you did say something about the Borderlands movie, which I didn't know. I did not see you come in outside. No, I did. You said something about my subscribers. I'm sorry, bro. Because you did say something about the subscribers. I'm sorry, Fizz. We started this conversation, and I use the term niche and slight conversation discussion. Potato Jones with the save. Thank you for being here, Potato. Because I'm getting my ass whooped at Tekken, and I can't do two things at once. So that's what it is. Maybe niche is too strong of a word, but I don't think mainstream is the right word. And I don't know what the right word is. Because we're so bubbled off. It's the new culture. They taught us in school how the printing press changed the world, and the internet's down steroids. We're just the first generation, or generations, I would say, that lived with it. Yeah. It's the new culture where everything is sectioned off. There are a lot of hardcore fans of certain things, right? And they're super hardcore. And they can elevate something to a high level. But it's not the same as like when Thriller came out, as Potato Jones uses as example. It's nowhere near that. Even though she might generate more money. Now, blame inflation. I'm about to say Biden inflation, but I'm sick of being all political. He missed. Nope, he got me. But yeah, we're so bubbled off. She has a bigger bubble than most, but it's still a bubble. It's not like it's going to cross over to everyone in that same way. And it's that hard. And that's another thing. The fans that do exist of something are usually pretty hardcore. You know, I've joked about the Tekken fans and their, how hardcore they can be with this. Got him. Look up Thriller sales and look Swift. Okay, we'll check that out. I mean, as some people will say, they really don't know. Thriller is so much. But we'll check it out. I thought she has a Thriller. I think still the highest selling album, so I'll be shocked if she got something on that level. Let's see. Oh, I thought I was good. Swifties are insane, and honestly, that's a lot of fans and anything. Going back to my comp, which is modern WWE. Again, that's a multi-billion-dollar company. Oh, got him. Why these movies cost so much money? I gotta believe money laundering is a point, but a lot of it is CG. The cost of CG, they acted as if CG was going to make things cheaper. If you wanna, are you down? Okay, you down. All right, after this fight, I think money laundering, but the cost of CG, the cost of actors. You know, I know Borderlands has a few higher end actors. They don't come cheap, but I think that's another issue. Movie cost of shooting. You know, there's also the different things with the unions. I mean, obviously we kept hearing about the strikes, but there's so much union stuff. So if you get union workers, they got to be paid a certain amount. Even union extras got to be paid a certain amount. So that's an issue. Oh, I fucked that up. Got him. Yeah, they are worse. But I mean, that's a good example. Those are hardcore fan bases. There's probably 3 million to 4 million wrestling fans now. It's not as mainstream as it once was, but it's still enough to generate billions of dollars. It's still enough to satisfy those millions of fans. And even if wrestling is not necessarily mainstream, every late March, early April, you'll probably hear a little bit more buzz just because of WrestleMania, especially if it happens to be in your town. So yeah, we're all bubbled off. Maybe that's the better phrase. Thank you, Potato Jones, man. You're clutch. You're clutcher than KD had to be against Serbia. Just like, you know, shit, that's changed. Shit. Oh, nice. Damn it, nice mid. All right, peace out, Jamalama. No, they ain't physically attacking nobody. They scream on the internet, but these, you know, they got hot Cheeto stains on their fingers. They got hot Cheeto stains and they own fluids on their fingers. They ain't about to fight nobody. Shit, most wrestling fans in worse shape than I am. Shit. Got him. Got him. Mason got to get the chest. CGI makes everything more expensive. Why her movie stars? The execs are still old. And they still stuck in their ways. We will be at a point, maybe 5-10 years off, where there are no more movie stars. And all these movies are CG and we're just using voice actors. If we're even using voice actors. Let's look up... you know what I'm saying? We might be at a point where we're not using voice actors, where we're using AI voices. You know, that's coming. Uh-oh. What the hell? Why'd you do that? Nothing doxable. I'm just trying to bring up the one where I'm signing as Vigilante. Oh, let me look it up. All right, did that. So let's see. Taylor Swift album sales. She sold, oh yeah, in terms of pure sales, Google says 46 million in the US, 7, is this her whole career? No. I was like, that can't be her whole career is 114 million worldwide. Okay. Let's just see. Let's do compare Michael Jackson album sales. Okay, thank you, Google. Woo, 500. So he literally put 5 times on that. 5 times. And then you got to remember, they was counting albums in the 80s, so who knows? It could be higher than that. But at least 500 million, according to if we're gonna use the same source, Wikipedia. Now, does that include Jackson 5 or just solo? That's a lot. What's her high? And we'll go her highest selling against Thriller. Best selling albums in order. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's say best selling album. I don't know what her. Guess 1989. No, you don't care about my privacy. Leave me alone. 14 million for her best selling. So what did Thriller do? Thriller did 70 million. So literally around 5 times is what we're talking about. We're talking about around 5 times but inflation, other things, merch is not a thing, tour things. Nah, stop sexually harassing the host. But I appreciate you being here, Nas. So let's catch up with your comments, then we'll get back to getting whooped on Tekken. Vidge and Swifty fans, there's a bunch of skinny girls. I see. Just like her. One of the most successful horror recently. Long legs, budget of 10 million. Horror is the only genre where they keep the budgets low. Horror is the only genre of movie where they're operating out for old Hollywood where, I mean, they used to call things a hit. They only made like 40, 50 million because they only spent 3 to 4 million and another 3 to 4 million to market it. You'll be surprised how little, but then again, inflation. You got to keep that. And yeah, more homosexual rigmarole. Fizz said full CG cartoon isn't trying to convince you it's real. It does cost less, and some of them can make a lot of money, man. I mean, for the longest time, the fucking CG cartoon was the Pixar movie or the DreamWorks movie, and then the Illumination movie. And I mean, hey, a Despicable Me can still make a lot of money. A Minions movie can still make a lot of money. Yeah, he is kind of spamming rigmarole. Big. Oh no, 100 million is not a joke. But 5 times, I can literally say she is 1/5 as the biggest artist now. She is literally 1/5 less as popular as the biggest artist from 40 years ago. That is a quantifiable, legitimate statement, and she's the most mainstream artist. So on some level, we both have a point. That's still big numbers. Let's not shit on that numbers. Her 1989 came out. I should have checked that out. Let me see if I can bring it back up. When did 1989 come out? 2014. So she had 10 years. She's had 10 years. Had a whole decade. Rich constant bullying you. Well, you bully me. You can't be sexual. Stop sexually harassing the host. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better. And yeah, you do have the Paranormal Activity. The first one was a very cheap movie, made 50 million. Anyone back in the 90s, that movie could have only came out in the 90s. Blair Witch Project. That made that movie for like $1,000. And because of we didn't have the internet, or we had the internet, but it wasn't what it once was or what it is now. We didn't know if it was real. And just the rumor that it might be real, that movie made like $200 million, and they shot it for like $1,000. Maybe more, but it's similar to that. Modern Poofs had better sales than the Beatles. No, they don't got better sales than the Beatles. Beatles, I think, got $1 billion plus. I'm a Beatles fan. If movies smart, they would make nothing but low budget horror movies like A24. That's what I would think. That's why I said. That's why me and not Nas, he's here spamming. Me and Central Dildo said money laundering because it would make sense to lower these fucking budgets or make animated movie. Now I do understand the idea behind putting $300 million a movie if it makes $2 billion. Cool, you know what I'm saying? But hating the Beatles, man, everyone hates the Beatles now, and it pisses me off. 30 more years. Fair enough. Fair enough. I still maintain that Potato Jones had it right. We're bubbled off. Maybe it's not niche. She is gonna like Joe Biden. I don't see her aging that well. Maybe niche is too strong of a word for somebody who said 114 million albums. I will take that back, and I will eat the L on the term niche. But the idea of me saying there is no true mainstream, I will maintain that because it's not just us outside of the mainstream. Outside of her fan base, no one cares about her. In the same way that there's no casual Taylor Swift fans. There's no casual Ed Sheeran fans. They have hardcore fans or non-fans. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I wish I used to know the lyrics. Oh, something. Still don't understand. Oh, something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. How do I know there's no casual fans? How many people is willing to pay $1,000 for a ticket? Shit. That's one way I can say that. You know, as opposed to who would have bought a ticket for would you even be charging $1,000 as an average ticket if you had casual fans? You would have to have a lower barrier entry to keep the casuals, correct? Even, you know what I mean? You in order to do that, you have to know that you're going to sell those tickets because you wouldn't charge that much. You charge that much because you know you're gonna get it, and listen, no casual fans. Again, maybe that's an exaggeration. Let me try to be smoother with my word choice. 'Cause I'm being semantic to death instead of my point of the lessening of mainstream as a whole. And I know we're using Taylor Swift as the thing. I would say the only thing, at least in America, that's still mainstream is the NFL. That's the only thing that generates enough interest, and there's enough. And there's probably an argument to make that that's probably less popular. I mean, in recent years, as recent as 3 or 4 years ago, they had one of the lowest rated Super Bowls. I cannot sing, man. Yeah, I'm getting whooped on. So, okay, I won't say it's no casual fans, but there's a less casual fan base. I feel like a lot of properties, when people talk about different animes, there are certain animes. Let me expand out Taylor Swift, right? NFL is probably the only thing that crosses. When I think of something that mainstream, I think of something that crosses multiple demographics all at once. That's what I think of something as mainstream. Not something that can hit one demographic hard enough to make a lot of money. That's not quite the same thing as mainstream, right? To me. Now, that's my own personal definition. Obviously, we all gonna have our own definition. That doesn't mean something can be popular. And you know, I didn't check. I would almost have to dedicate a stream to this. And maybe that is something. Maybe that's what we do. Oh shit! I'm about to do it. Maybe that's what y'all want to do that tomorrow. Try to dedicate, not necessarily to Taylor Swift, but just kind of quantifying. Not necessarily. Oh, this was kind of cool. I never seen a special move. Cool. First time I got hit with it. But just quantifying how non-mainstream things are and how niche-ified, even if they're not necessarily niche, but things are a lot more bubbled off. Maybe I'll use Potato Jones's rhetoric. Bubbled off. We're more bubbled off. So even if there's people with some big bubbles, and she's got a big bubble, not a big bubble butt. I mean, obviously has no ass at all. But there's some big bubbles for certain properties and certain artists and certain things. But less and less properties cross all sorts of demographics. Do you have a One Direction ticket, Bildo? Not Bildo. Nas. See, I am scramble brain. I apologize about that. I would say blame it on the alcohol. No, blame it on the lack of weed. Anyone who there's always a transition when you smoke less weed or more weed or no weed. I mean, I do not have any weed. I'm surviving off of old joints. Oh, how did I pull that one? And so I'm smoking significantly less weed. Yesterday and today I smoked significantly less weed than I've been usually smoking. So my brain is not operating at optimal. I need more marijuana for optimal brain. I have like super brain fog as I get whooped on. That's what I'm getting whooped on now. So, and you know what? And I need to clarify my statement. I need to be direct with my word choice as well, because I did say niche. Niche-ified may be a better term, but niche is too strong. Somebody is selling that many million records, making this much money is not niche, but I don't know if they're mainstream either. Like, when was the last time anyone heard a song, a friend? Y'all both, yeah. People just listen on headphones. People just listen to their own thing. Everyone just does their own thing. As you've used the term atomized, right? We're atomized as a people. That's happened culturally, and that's happened with pop culture. I appreciate you being here, Potato Jones. I like that name, too. It's similar to mine in that Potato obviously is not a normal first name. Neither is Vigilante. In the same way, there's not. I highly doubt Potato's on your birth certificate, and Vigilante's not on mine. So I guess I appreciate the oddly named community. Nice. Passy for the BBC. I mean, you still can, but it requires, yeah, Spotify has a feature, but you have to want, yeah. Yeah, it's still there. It's just not as I mean, when's the last time you shared? Like, me and my brother, we'll go see a movie. That's just because there's so many movie theaters around here. And that's going about shit. Speaking of nothing, business, man. I the other day I got some pizza, and the pizza was pretty good. It's one of the few places I've ever come across that sells both New York style pizza and Chicago style pizza. I only got New York a couple slices because, you know, even when I fuck up, I don't want to fuck up too bad. And it was a pretty good pizza, but the motherfucker was complete. It's lunchtime, bro. It's completely fucking empty except for one little couple. It was sad how empty that fucking place was. I'm like, what the fuck? And Reddit, you know, I got the place from fucking Reddit. And granted, Reddit ain't end all be all either. But I'm like, geez, there's no one fucking here. That was nice. Island style pizza. I just had pepperoni. Just kept it simple. You know, I said, you know, the New York style, flat, thin crust, large and wide. There's a pizza place in Utah that puts fat kids are hard to kidnap, or their boxes. That's wild business. That's true. Uber Eats is a part of it. That is a good point. I hope so, man. Because, like I said, it was pretty good. I hope that place stays in business. I hope that Uber Eats is the reason they making good money off of Uber Eats, and they right down the street. So I'm gonna go there again. Got it. And sorry I'm missing comments. I'm actually trying to focus on winning, playing the game, which has gotten me wrecked. This has been a dope conversation, man. If you expand from, oh damn, I didn't know what to eat. From Taylor Swift, I feel like, I said WWE is a great example of a product that's able to make a lot of money, even when their popularity is waning, by milking those customers. Their ticket prices aren't cheap. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get into a pay-per-view, you might have to spend $500-$600 to get into a pay-per-view. And they gonna sell 14,000 of those tickets. If you want to get on the front row, you might have to spend a few racks. And it depends on the pay-per-view. If it's fucking WrestleMania, man, you gonna spend. You gonna spend for real. So I mean, we definitely have a lot more. In general, I think that there's less casual fans of a lot of things. I think a lot of things is like these hardcore bubbles, and then there may be an extended casual bubble, but it's usually not as strong as it may have been. I got her. Oh yes, thank goodness. Since we lost Patrice, this is all we have. You know, I tried to be, especially when we were doing a Culture Crime Fighters, I was watching quite a bit of Patrice. I was trying to do a cheap Patrice imitation, Nas. You weren't here in that era, but I legit, not that type of pizza, for fuck's sakes. Actual bread, cheese, and sauce, not any sick shit. I'm not Dr. Diddy Specht. Get ready for the next battle. Are my Bizarro twin? But yeah, I definitely was trying to be a poor man's Patrice. So maybe there's some of that energy still there. And I know, you know, you're saying shit in jest, but a few years ago there was some truth to that. I was trying to, but I'm not. It's fun. He's gifted, bro. That motherfucker was gifted. Not just at, you know, people talk about, okay, this shit with women. Some people just have a gift, man. And he had the gift to be funny consistently in a way that most people just ain't. And I'm just ain't. And I'll never be. And you got me. You got me. Talking about peace, man. Come on. Bring back Walmart Patrice. Man, I don't think I was Temu Patrice, bro. I was Temu Patrice, man. I don't eat like Walmart. I would love to be so lofty. Shit. I can't, man. I don't, you know. Every now and again, something funny comes out happenstance. That's nothing. I'm not an intentionally funny dude. Like, I'll just talk and something funny might get said. Like, the perfect example is me. I hate to do it. Shout out to Real Wade. Me calling him Natty. Like, I didn't intend on that. You don't. That just happened. But here's the thing you're not understanding. There's so many more permanently online people. People are much more permanently online. Even someone like my mom is more permanently online than, you know what I'm saying? It's not just our age groups and younger or whatever. People my mom age spend a lot of time on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And mainly watch streaming services. Will watch Netflix before they watch TV. You know what I'm saying? Oh, were you not aware? Were you legitimately not aware what pizza meant as far as the kids thing? You know what? Since they're knocking down my old streams, speaking of back in the day, I'm nervous to even talk about it. But there was a gate situation, related to old emails from or released emails from a Clinton aide back in, was it 2016, 2015, something like that. And it talked about how pizza is a code word. Well, it was just talking about all the sick stuff that this aide and other DNC motherfuckers were doing. And pizza is a code word. CP, cheese pizza, is a code word for child, you know what, unfortunately. And so pizza sometimes is used as a euphemism for that type of activity and that type of stuff. So like Dr. Diddy Speck or what's the other guy, the Mr. Beast guy, you know, you might say they're pizza lovers, right? And part of that also goes to, you know, like, why don't just say pedo? Well, YouTube's algorithm is so strict with its language. Like I said, they will take down old streams of mine regularly. It happens pretty much all the time, but this is one of the first ones I remember in Culture Crime Fighters episode. But because of the algorithm strictness, something like pizza has been used in the same way that when you couldn't say COVID, people would say the coof, and you couldn't say vaccine, people would say jab. So you can't say pedo, or you're not supposed to, or it can hurt you algorithmically. People will say pizza. So, and you know what? Maybe that's an example to Central Dildo's point. When you're permanently online, you forget everybody doesn't know all that shit. And maybe you did, and I haven't read the comments yet because I'm still getting whooped on. Oh no. The clock shot, yeah. Yeah, he might spam it because he spams Diddy after the Diddy thing and Dr. Disrespect and Bad Boy Records and all the other stuff he spams. And Rigmarole. But then, yeah, I was 19. I used to spam shit when I found out what it was. So I probably still do shit. I'm borderline, if not completely autistic. Oh, I got this. Yeah, because you're not as stupid as me. My shit get taken down I would say every at least quarter something's getting taken down. Some old video. But I got like 700 plus videos and streams, man. Been at it for some time. I got a lot of content out there on these streets. I got probably thousands of hours of content, which is crazy to think. I've been on the internet for thousands of hours of my fucking life. That's actually really sad. That I think I got her. Thank you. Blazing Kami Cough. That's what's up. I don't even remember who Anthony Weiner was. That name sounds familiar. Oh, he was one of those weird politicians doing weird shit, wasn't he? He was one of those weird politicians. Who the fuck is Anthony Weiner? Wait, I think, is it his I do remember Anthony Weiner. He was like sending shit. Wasn't he like sending pictures to girls and shit like that? And some of them was young. Walk on. He was taking pictures of the wiener. His name was, he was sexting under. Okay, that's what I thought. But no, I don't hang out with him. See, I'm predisposed, so I can't time y'all out. And plus, I can't see everything in the damn chat anyway. Especially when I'm floating in the air, watching a cutscene of me get Colonel Sanders getting his ass beat by some small Asian lady. That's it. Pitches a wiener. Yeah. Right. Got it. Fuck Tekken, they haven't added Scott Steiner. Don't give him ideas. Somebody will cosplay a Scott Steiner. Maybe that's why I should cosplay him, man. But he ain't got the type of muscle. Somebody might do a cosplay of Scott Steiner. Holla, you hear me? Oh, the freaks. Big bad booty daddy or some shit. I can't remember all the Scott Steiner promo. I remember the TNA one. Well, I don't remember the whole thing, but the 133% chance spells doom for U.S. sacrifice Samoa Joe. He's fat. Oh, that's it. No, it's not. I don't know. Oh, I thought I might luck up. Hailing from Dunkin' Donuts, the great state of obesity. Bubba got raped. Oh shit, I'm still alive. Nice. That was nice. He's fat. Damn, I got whooped. He still got one. Hinata. I don't know what the hell Hinata is. Nonsing is a rage for some reason. What the fuck? Said she wanted with some chicken. What is going on with these YouTube nonsense? And like, what is going on with all these YouTubers?
Get ready for the next battle.
Diva champion. I haven't weighed myself in a couple weeks, and I'm scared too. I don't want to weigh myself till for another like month or so. Oh shit. Here we go with these cutscenes. Oh shit, I thought I was trans. Can't keep doing that. Nice. It's from Detroit, Michigan, by way of Houston, Texas. When thank goodness. Ugh, what the fuck? Yo, that's fucking weird, bro. Come on, Nas. I know being weird and sexually harassing the host is the gimmick, man, but come the fuck on, man. What the fuck? Look at, I'm totally disposed. You got this perfect, bro. Oh no, you don't. Haha. I just gotta time y'all. I'm gonna lose this round, but you have to get yourself right. Oh shit. I gotta rely on. Oh shit, I can't do it. Oh fuck it. This round's lost. Put user in timeout. 10 seconds. If I come back and win this round, I'm the greatest Tekken player of all time. It's certified. Certified. Certified! Ah, motherfucker! Let's go! Nah, he's whooping me this time. When I'm paying attention, I can't win. If get another comeback off him, it's even more certified. That's it. All right. I had my fun. I'm still happy about that fucking round. That round was still cold. The one after it, it was an adrenaline dump. The adrenaline dump from that comeback round, I fucked up. Because it was like, I was so hyped, but I still had another round to go. So I fucked up. Man, he's hit me with that sweep. Oh man, it's too slow. Oh shit, nice. He's got me so trained to duck. Okay. Keep hitting that fucking sweep. I just got better with spacing. Nice, 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 nice. Damn it. That's that. No, it's not. See, that's why he went to it. It's so reliable. Thank you. King. I fucking hate King. That's why his grappling holds are OP. Yeah. Can't keep spamming the same shit. I ain't that dumb. I mean, I ain't that smart either, but shit. Nice. That's it. Oh no. That's it. Hey, Wade. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, King is OP, and he's always been OP, and I feel like this game made him worse. I hate playing King. I'm every now and again I win, but I don't know how. Nice. That's it. No. Damn it! The Vig cut. No, I feel bad. Y'all done scared them off for sharing links. No, you can share a link. Wait, don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these evil people. They mean. Don't listen to them. They bullies. Kick his ass, Seabass. I missed that. I did not kick his ass, Seabass, Tom Jensen. I got my ass kicked. But that one round, I'll never forget. No way he's not a Swiftie. As long as you're natty, you're good, obviously. So, damn, we already went an hour? One pass is evil on me. How did we already get? Yeah, I guess I won't put it on Man's You. How did we already get to an hour? I said, man, I'm probably gonna do an hour and a half of this stream. Oh shit, Jack. I used to be kind of solid with Jack. I would like to get back. Shout out to Tiny Buck Cheeks. That's this guy's name. Not joking. Nice. Now you like the Kid Lions. I need to get back with Jack. That's what she said. But Jack is not he's a rarely played player. If you look at the statistics, he has one of the best win percentages. Oh man, and this is why he does so much damage. And if you don't know what's going on, he can wreck you, as you guys are seeing. Ariana Grinder. Oh yeah, that was a crazy name. Ariana Grinder over tidy butt cheeks. Some of these names are wild. Man, I ain't got a chance. I'm just getting. It's a cutscene. Oh man. Golly, his range. That's what she said. Alrighty. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, as long as it's your choice, don't let these people bully you. Man, that must be a 2 break, or 2 break or 1+2 break, because 1 breaks ain't working. That it? That's it. Shit. Pro-choice. What? I mean, technically I am, but I'm like lost in where we are conversationally. I ain't say that. I'm pro-choice legally, but I mean, still think it's over-encouraged and it shouldn't be used as a form of birth control. But I got a libertarian spirit, so who am I to tell people what to do? And I don't think I should necessarily push my beliefs on other people, at least legally. I mean, I'll still express my beliefs. I don't necessarily think it's the best course of action, but I understand it. Toss your ass in the scene if you disrespect the Olympics. Man, you've been watching the Olympics? Man, he's killing me with this grab. I gotta figure out that break. He's got so much range. This is making me want to play with Jack. Even though I'm getting whooped by him. Man, I need to relearn Jack for Tekken 8. He's still nice. I can do that too. Nice. That's it. So Olympics, you always pay attention to boxing and wrestling, combat sports. Fair enough. That tracks. I never used to pay attention to wrestling, but man, if there's a regret, I wish I would have done wrestling in high school. I really do. I wish I'd have done more just combat training as a youth. Just in general, man. Especially if you don't know how things are going to turn out. But I think my fitness would be at least somewhat better. And I just, we all need to know how to fight, man. I think as a man, you just need to know how to fight. Clearly, Tiny Butt Cheeks knows how to fight better than me. Medalists, they turn pro. They either going to the UFC. They go into Endeavor, one way or another. They end up either UFC, or some of them end up in WWE. Some go to UFC, flame out, go to WWE. Some go to WWE, flame out, go to UFC. Wish you did more grappling. Boxing is still better than nothing. I did a very little boxing. Oh shit! Hey, as long as y'all getting medals, that's still cool. That's cool that you. I can't call her. I'll call her Mama sent you. I'm not about to call that woman the other part of your name. But that's cool that Mama sent you cares about the old Croatia. That's cool. Care about the medals and stuff. That's cool. I wish I would have done a grappling. I think if you have a grappling art and boxing and wrestling is enough. You know what I'm saying? Look at Bo Nickel. You don't necessarily know, but if you kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, judo, and whatever, Muay Thai. I guess Muay Thai. Muay Thai and kickboxing ain't quite the same. There's a lot of crossover, I guess, but I really wish I would have. I mean, I took like Taekwondo and shit, the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't know about what these Mick Dojos was doing, which apparently that's going on in BJJ. A lot of these Mick Dojos. because that's gotten so popular. It's a lot of you can learn BJJ, but you're not really gonna learn nothing. Apparently, that's the thing out there. That's like becoming a bigger issue. But man, if I really wish I just kept up with it and just kept up with boxing or kickboxing or something. Just I think every man needs to have some sort of fighting skill. And you ain't got to be advanced, especially in this day and age. Shit, if you can throw a 1-2 and scramble, if you can throw a solid 1-2, have basic bitch head movement and scramble as a basic bitch scrambling, you can get yourself out of most combat situations that you'll actually deal with as a normal person. You know what I'm saying? Most bar fights, which I would imagine is the most common fight an adult male is going to get into, right? Boxing was cool, but that's another thing. That is the converse of that is the head trauma, the CTE. And it's like, you know, because if you can go to a MIG dojo or a MIG gym, but MIG boxing gym, but you're not going to learn enough. But if you go to a real one, you're going to take some fucking damage, man. And that head trauma, that CTE, I mean, it may be scientifically possible to regenerate brain cells, but it's not a normal process. It ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what scientific. I know when I was younger it wasn't possible, but you know, we got a lot of science and all that other stuff. Science is advanced since I've been a youth. Regenerating brain cells ain't no easy task, if it's even possible. So, Zoomers ain't going to no damn bar. Shit, you might be right. You are right. Shit, I was watching videos on how the nightlife in Houston is falling off. Hey, Patel Jones still here. He said undefeated in pit fighting. Style of street lethal. George Dillman is your coach. What is that? Is that from something? Seems like it's from something. And I'm sorry I'm missing comments. Or maybe that, I don't know. Hold on. This is what happens when you try to think and play Tekken. Nice. It's funny, I almost thought about my Joker outfit. Got him. George Dillman is a sensei who teaches people the fist of the North Star pressure point. Oh, okay. One of those guys. It's almost like the what you call it? What's the dude? The Detroit Urban Survival type dudes where they're experts in fighting, but it's like it doesn't really work. I never heard George Dillman. I fucked that up. I'll redeem myself though. Getting kicked out of a woman's basketball game. How? How does anyone get kicked out of a woman's basketball game? What type of degeneracy? Because, I mean, there's not even enough people in a women's basketball game to cause an issue worthy. Well, I say that not in this post-Caitlin Clark era. Maybe that's not as true as it once was. Sniffing their jerseys, yeah. Joaquin Buckley was hilarious for bringing him into his corner that one time. Dale Brown was his name. I see. Not even tough dude, but just real. Oh, there's some bad motherfuckers that don't look the part. Right, absolutely correct. A lot of times, the shortest, smallest dude is the most dangerous dude. And it does track when you think about it. More than likely, if you're small, what's gonna happen when you're at your youth? At least traditionally, I don't know what the Zoomers are doing. The Zoomers are all, incelled out on fucking meds and shit. But you're small, you're probably gonna get bullied. So if you're bullied regularly, you're probably gonna learn to defend yourself on some level and maybe seek training of some sort. So it does track. Tall guy problems, the biggest problem you have. Shorter guys Always a big problem. Shit, think about Tyson. I mean, he's not short relative to the earth. He's 5'11", 5'10", so slightly above average. But relative to heavyweights, where all of them are 6 foot or more, am I fighting the same fucking guy? The fuck? It's the same guy. But I mean, he caused so many problems. Don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously Lennox Lewis used his height to his advantage. But that was later in his career. That wasn't prime Tyson. His prime was his youth. Zoomers, that's true. You are a zoomer, aren't you? You a zombie man. Now, Happy Dinosaur, I think he's 24, 25. I'm not sure if he's considered a zoomer or a young millennial. He's right on that edge. Nice. And I know I'm missing a ton of comments. Oh shit. Today at work was a day. I feel you, man. Shit. I know you need sleep. All right, man. Have a good night. Have a good night. Yeah, little man rage and training is no joke at all. Oh, man, connection time. All right. Predator vision was tingling. Yeah, take it easy, Wade. Appreciate you being here. And apologies for missed comments. Like I said, I'm so used to a lower turnout with the Tekken streams. Surprised anyone's here. I just wanted to play a little Tekken. I'm like, I'm gonna just hit this bitch, hit the stream button. We'll just set up a quick stream and just hit some Tekken real quick. I want to go an hour and a half. Let's see.
Get ready for the next battle.
Tall do I realize straight punches murder midgets. Let's see. Here we go with this. Here's another anime. Little Goku cosplay. Oh, it's like Super Saiyan. No, it's not. Oh, man. Damn it, I hate that fucking move. Got bombed on for 2 rounds by a short guy and came back. Made me a bitch with a right cross. The right cross in general. That's dope. You would think it's a jab just because of the length. Nice. Shit. Y'all, I mean, hey, the fact that you took boxing training and took it seriously, you're ahead of. You'll do better. You'll do okay in most fights because most guys have no combat training whatsoever. You said he just stole a piece of cheese. Maybe it is the higher watch time, Fizz. You might be right. Shout out to the vertical propaganda, and shout out to the new people that show up. No stream. Maybe. Oh, golly, he's getting me. Golly, that was nice. Nice. Wasn't that serious? It got expensive. No pro amateur. Still, that's still a higher level than most people. You know what I'm saying? That means you'll be able to handle yourself in most situations. Now, granted, the best combat training on earth is sprint training because the best thing in a combat situation is trying to either sprint training and de-escalation training. Try to talk your way out of it. Like, man, listen, I don't want no problem. I'm just chilling. Again, assuming a bar fight. Sometimes if it's something like, hey, you fucking somebody girl, there's no talking your way out of it. You gonna have to either run or run the ones. You know what I'm saying? Run the fade. But just assuming bar fight, which I think is the traditional, hey, I didn't, expect to listen, man. I'm just drinking. I'm just chilling. My bad. I'll buy you a round, bro. It ain't that serious. And if they serious, hey, man, I'm going to try to get out of here. And if they that serious, then you got to combat. And I say that as an older man, knowing that when you're in your 20s, you're not trying to de-escalate just off the strength. You got too much testosterone going to just like let somebody punk you. So like, man, fuck you. Fuck you say, you know what I'm saying? I know now de-escalation, nobody under 30 is even gonna think about it. But in legitimate for safety purposes, it is the best thing to just get out of the situation. Whether you have to physically remove yourself or verbally remove yourself or both. That is the best way. Because you have no fucking clue if somebody has a knife, gun, friends, all of the above. And people are just so crazy and prideful. And again, I am assuming bar and club, because back in my day, those were the two most common places for a fight to break out. As our resident Zoomer has pointed out, Zoomers ain't going to clubs like that. Zoomers ain't leaving their house like that. So then again, which also means, I mean, who gonna get in a fight with yourself? You know what I'm saying? If you spend all day on the hub gooning and beating your meat, who you gonna get in a fight with besides your own penis? Like, who you gonna beef? So that's also a legitimate point as well. If you spend all day watching anime, I mean, anime and hentai, you're not gonna get into that much beef. You know, it's more. The only beef you gonna get into is fucking Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Online beef. Shit! I knew you kept trying that. Kept spamming that shit. Jiu-jitsu's not a good martial art for the street. Wrestling's a better martial art for the street. Yeah, and the only jiu-jitsu that is good for the street is the shit that transfers over to wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really... You gonna pull a guard in the street and get stumped out? Are you fucking crazy? Got some crazy gym smokers, though. Yeah, you're not Billy Badass, but you're gonna do the dumb chest-to-chest shit. I'll knock you out. Everything got so expensive. Woo! So you want to go to the range trees between food and ammo? Golly, that inflation is hitting like a bitch. And it's funny. I was going to Google what is the cheapest way to try to train Muay Thai. Back in the day, we used to have DVDs. Remember Billy Blanks? I know it was Thai Bo, and that really wasn't a martial art. It's only women are in bars and clubs. That's crazy. Aikido still exists. That's crazy too. And even so, if you do, someone will kick you in the back of the head, right? Ugh. Aikido's hilarious. You would slap the fuck out of him. People, you know what? A lot of people grew up with Steven Seagal. So it's like, even though you know you're a joke, you grew up with him. I heard a lot of actors be trying to run the fade with him. Apparently, Jean-Claude Van Damme like basically punked his ass multiple times. Apparently, because he been trying to run the fade since like '91. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove, because you know the legit martial artists who are in Hollywood, they've been wanting to square up with Steven Seagal the whole fucking time. Apparently, producer. I think Michael Jai White said the producers of the movie was trying to get him to fight Steven Seagal for real. So this is like a thing that people want to fuck him up. Nice. Yeah, you got dead in them shins. I've seen that shit. Either people kicking poles and shit. Yeah. And that's the whole thing. Nice. Even kicking the bag is gonna hurt his fight. You're gonna suffer, brother. You're gonna faith in throwing power kicks. Yeah. I mean, I've thrown little kicks at a bag and watched like YouTube videos. But I ain't really, I ain't really do no training. And even the little gym I go to, they got a little pitiful little bag, but you ain't about to learn shit on that. That bag is beat to shit. Ain't even got no damn stuff. And now, granted, I'm sure a lot of the old school gyms have those old beat up bags, but this is a fitness center. Ain't really no gym like that. Never been a kicker, but throwing a basic leg kick, rolling them shins. Listen, if ever I got into a YouTube MMA thing, I would train like a motherfucker, bro. And if I got someone in my weight class, like I said, Wings of Redemption, he in my weight class, or Wings of Redemption, or Boogie, If ever they did a YouTube thing, I would beat the shit out of one of those guys, bro. Just on fitness alone, because even though I still got a lot of weight, just over the past 3 months of fitness is more than they probably done combined their whole lives. I fucked them up something crazy. Oh, I wish I could get a YouTube fight with one of those fat fucks. With another, I know I'm a fat fuck, but I would fuck one of those guys up. I would really hurt them, cause I would. If you give me 3-6 months, whatever it is, I would train so fucking hard, bro. I would be training to kill, not kill, but bro, I would be fucking them up. There's no way a wing. And I remember seeing that Wings and Redemption Boogie fight, and I'm like, bro, I would fuck both of these guys up. And you could just see the only reason Wings won. And yes, I did watch that fight. I forgot what was this? Was it the same week of? What's the same week of? Oh, it was the same week. What's his name? That bullshit Rolly Romero fight where that old man was beating the shit out of him and they stopped the fight and gave it to. I had never seen as corrupt as that. That's one of the most corrupt boxing. Even for boxing, that was a corrupt thing. It was the same weekend. But anyway, I just, all he did is have a little bit more fitness. I would stop him first round. No problem. Because I would probably train to the point where I wouldn't even be in the same weight class. I'd probably lose like 30, 40 pounds because I would like go hard, man. I'd run every day. Ew, brother. Ew, Keemstar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gamer terms. It ain't the Call of Duty lobbies. You can't say that shit. But I mean, shit, all the shit y'all say in the chat. Fuck Keemstar. But see, that's the thing. As much as I know, I gotta know my place. I couldn't just get in the ring with one of the Paul brothers. I would get fucked up. I couldn't get in the ring with KSI right now. I get fucked up. He fought Tommy Fury. You know what I'm saying? I can't just fight somebody like that. That I'm getting fucked up. Okay, Richard. Listen, brother, my brother in Christ. Luckily, I'm playing Tekken. Could you please not ever type that in the chat? You do me a favor. If you just can't want my channel to get nuked, I can't stop you. But please, brother, please, could you never type that in the chat again? And honestly, I would appreciate a little less N-word, because I get it. Everybody says it's no big deal. When I was in rural Michigan, I used to joke there's more white people saying the N-word than me. But like, I've probably said it maybe 20 times the 4 years I've been on YouTube. And I get it. You might hear it 20 times in a minute of somebody's stream. But I just appreciate it. I can't tell you what to do. Y'all getting a free pass because Brian Fury is beating the braces off me right now. But I'd appreciate it. I would like to keep the channel going, if possible. I would like to not get nuked. Especially when they're already nuking my old content for the fucking jab of all things. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, Jake Paul will fuck you up because it just comes down to it's basic, bitch. He's been training for 5 or 6 years. He's at least by what he did with Tommy Fury. He showed me he's at least at a lower level amateur. Now he probably couldn't. Nah, I'm sure most amateurs would probably fuck him up. Especially seeing what that dude did to Terrence Crawford. Well, oh, you know what, Nas? I haven't talked to you since that Terrence Crawford fight. What do you think? There's a lot of controversy about that Terrence Crawford. Oh, yeah? And I heard the rumor about him on steroids. They ain't drug testing those fights. They barely sanctioned. Shit, they barely drug test them sanctioned fights. But what's your thoughts on Terrence Crawford and was it Madrimov? That was a close fight, man. I think I had Crawford still. But Madrimov is no joke, and Terrence Crawford needs to chill on moving up on weight, because he doesn't have the same power at 154 that he does at 147. Either that guy's chin is fucking incredible. You know what I'm saying? But I have a feeling that he just don't got that type of power to keep moving up that high. I mean, remember he was at a way lower division back in the day. What was he at? When did he start out? He started at 135? I remember him at 140. He might have started at 130 or some crazy shit. So he had already moved up quite a bit in his career, and he's not the biggest dude. You know what I mean? Granted, Canelo ain't that big. He probably the same height as Canelo. But Canelo's been fighting those fuckers for a while. And Canelo ain't afraid, again, steroid testing being what it is, he ain't afraid to just hop on some shit. You know what I'm saying? He got no problem hopping on that shit to make sure his power can translate.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, shit. And I wouldn't say, you hold on. You say, let me try to beat this crazy bitch. Damn it. Damn it. I always fucked me up. Said, brother, I think it wasn't Crawford getting old at night. His activity is going to catch up with him. You're right. You can't just fight once a year when you 37, 38. He keeps himself in incredible shape. And legitimate sports science is at a point where you can do quite a bit to keep yourself pretty healthy at a long age. You know, even without necessarily taking all the other shit. Not saying he is or isn't. Because, you know, damn it. But, yeah, he can't just, I'm going to fight once a year. Same with, what's his name? Oh, God, I can't think of him. Granted, he's a little younger, but he's also smaller, so it's a bigger issue. Loma, you know, I don't want to say he ducked Shakur and Tank, but he could have fight. He never was able to. Madrimov didn't even allow him to put his hands go. 350 amateur fights. Yeah, people were tricked by his pro record. Zach, you oh shit. Don't get timed out, Zach. People been smooth for getting timed out. I was thinking about that. You know what I mean? That shit actually, I don't know. Man, I'ma let it alone. And I don't know what you put in the chat. I can't look at it because I'm in this hell battle with this demon bitch. But so Rich, I know you tossed a couple links, and we're probably honestly gonna get out of here, especially 2 hours. This is not what I want. I want an hour and a half, but I always go longer. That's what she said as I get jacked up. Thinking about Tim. Tim hasn't been doing well. Oh shit. I haven't checked out Tim's talk in a minute. I don't really, I know disrespect. I don't really check out no YouTubers I know. Unfortunately, man, I just check out, you know what I mean. So I'll check out Wes's streams for now when he streams Breath of the Wild, whatever gaming. And actually, his channel's been growing because of Breath of the Wild. Time you out saying you don't believe it? Okay, well that's a better thing. Said let it go. You can take your own advice. I'd appreciate it. Tank is also a shithead with the go shit. Yeah, he is a shit. Well, he's Mayweather's client. I don't know if he still is or not. So he does Mayweather shit with rehydration clauses and catch weights and all sorts of the shit Mayweather did to get the 50-0 Tank does. Even though Tank doesn't need to, so yeah, he does that type of shit. Shout out to Tim Pool. Oh shit, am I getting there? Doesn't matter, I got. Cody Rhodes. No, not Tim Pool. Tim's Talk. He's a YouTuber that a lot of us know. Tank and Mayweather hate each other. They say that. I don't think they really do. I think they're wrestling. They always hate each other, but they never break up. Like bitches. Because they always get into it with each other. But he's been his client this whole fucking time, and he still promotes him. So no, and yeah, they do both beat on women. They both got issues. Fuck them both, really. I wouldn't say it to the face because they both fucked me up, but still. And I like Tank as a fighter. But he does a lot of such shit. He's another one. When the last time he got into a fight? So he's been sick. Oh, man. Hope he's okay. When's the last? I can't remember what the last Tank fight was. It wasn't Ryan Garcia, was it? He got into a fight since then, right? Tim gets shitty when you ask him about his health. I see. I don't remember what Tank's last fight was. That's the issue with these boxers, man. And Turkey Al Sheik, you know, I seen he got mad at Canelo because Canelo asked for $150 million. I think I might have got her. Yeah. He's a warrior and hides his illness from everybody. Praying to Jacob. He hasn't fought since Ryan Garcia. Good Lord. That was like, what, year and a half ago almost? Golly. Like, are you even a fighter if you don't fight but once a year, once every other year? He's not going to fight it all this year, is he? And him and Shakur, I don't know what they doing. Man, boxing's terrible. That's why I don't think Turkey Al Sheik, he's trying to save boxing. I don't think he can. He might be able to save heavyweight boxing as a whole, like just that division. But I don't think he can save the rest of it. Not from himself. He's trying his damnedest, though. Oh, that's it. Yakubian experiment. Oh, he fought Frank Martin. Okay. Okay. I'm like, I could have swore you got in a fight. Yeah. I think I do vaguely remember that Frank Martin fight. That's it. Damn it. Bro, that girl had a huge head. She looked like Jacob, for real. She legitimately looked Jacobian. And of course it was a brother. Of course it was a brother.
Get ready for the next battle.
And you know, I'm not on the Dr. Umar type of time. But like in general, like why do we always end up with these? Why do brothers always end up with the reject chicks, bro? There's too many brothers with the I still hit it. Frank looked good early, but yeah, he's a slow starter. He has a low output, but he's a great counter puncher. He's an incredible counter puncher. So he gives up rounds. Showed the screen, always died laughing. We was joking like watching with your brother, and it was one. It was a fit, tall dude. It's always these like in shape personal trainers with the reject of every other. With these reject looking girls. These girls you can tell that nobody else really want. And they put a ring on it and everything. You know what I mean? It's just like, why? Why did we do that? It's just like, why? Why is that a thing? And I'm not saying, everybody's supposed to be a model and all. No. I'm not trying to be a judgment man. But it's just like, why is that a consistent a thing? Damn it. Boxing is your favorite? No, I wouldn't go for the 0 out of 10. There are, you know what? I hate, there are, in the same way you at least put on this anti-Caucasian woman front, there are, unfortunately, brothers who just like, if it's snowing, it's glowing type thing. What do y'all make of Ryan Garcia's stuff? Yeah, you know what? Our own Retro Richard was kind of obsessed with his crash outs. Because he's a crash out waiting to happen. I don't know what to make of Ryan Garcia. I don't, I know he's got, and I'm a conspiracy theorist myself. So he got a fan base of conspiracy theorists who believe, the Illuminati MK Ultra them. He could also just be a motherfucker looking for attention on the internet. So I don't know. He could also just be Potato. He loves his crash out. Is mainstream boxing gone for good? Probably. If Turkey Al Sheik can't do it, if Turkey Al Sheik can't get it done, and he's the guy from Saudi Arabia who's made a lot of fights. And him and Canelo getting into it because Canelo asking for crazy money to fight Crawford. And why is Canelo afraid of these people? I think he would beat David Benavidez and Terrence Crawford. Yeah, he's scared of both guys, and I cannot tell you why. I don't know why. I don't think David Benavidez is that good. I think he's big, but I think he's kind of overrated. We saw the other guy in that around those weight classes because 170 was it 175, 168. David Morrell, he didn't look that spectacular either. So I'm like, what are you afraid of? And I mean, Jaime Maguire was a solid opponent. I don't want to shit on that opponent. It's easy to, but no, that was a solid opponent. It's a solid guy. But, and I guess Edgar Berlanga is okay. He's not bad, but he should beat him. Like I said, he would beat David Benavidez. But for some reason, he don't want to fight him. He would beat Crawford, but he don't want to fight him. I couldn't tell you why. But yeah, Ryan Garcia, I don't know what's going on. I'm not his therapist, man. He needs mental health intervention. I think that's a safe bet, man. He needs mental health intervention. And he needs to put his phone down. You want to talk about, permanently online, bro. He want attention so bad. It's worse than a woman, man. I don't know what to do with that. Can't teach that shit. You can't do much with that, man. If we win this fight, we're probably going to at least stop playing Tekken and maybe talk to y'all for a little bit to end the stream. Oh, shit, if we win. Benavidez wouldn't be afraid of his power. Fair enough. And I was about to say the size, but like everybody has height on Canelo. I'm not saying Benavidez would make it a good fight, but he's not like a world beater type dude to just have this. When you show, it made more sense for Fury to be scared of Usyk than him to be scared of Dana Benavidez. Yeah, he wouldn't be scared of his power. He does. He is a big dude. Even oh, that not mean I hit the wrong buttons. Shit. He does have a lot of size because I mean, all these motherfuckers do the weight bully thing. He probably weighs 200 pounds walking around. He fights at 168 and 175. And I'm not saying it would be an easy fight. He could lose to David Benavidez. You know what I mean? It's not guaranteed. But I would still favor him. I would still favor him outside of the fact that he's so fucking afraid. More cutscenes. That's it. God damn it. He's one of those guys fights at level opposition. That's fair too. Garcia went to the Bohemian Grove. That's what he claimed. Like I said, he's got a conspiracy fan base because he's into that shit. I don't know if he could have got MK Ultra. There's definitely MK Ultra. I mean, they got MK Ultra motherfuckers all around. I think we looked it up. It's estimated a couple million people that have been affected by this program. So who the fuck knows? Ooh, nice. Shit. Fucked it up. Okay, if I can win it. Hold on, I gotta lock in. I'll read comments and then we'll crash out and leave. Shit. Shit. Thank you. Shit. No! Shit! Fuck! Alright, hold on. Thank goodness. Golly, that was rough. So I had to lock in because I wanted to end the damn stream. No disrespect. We hitting 2 hours. I like this sleep thing. I've been getting more of this sleep stuff. If I can get more of it, I'd appreciate it. But I'm going to read your comments. We can still talk for a little bit. But these sweaty ass Tekken matches, we end this shit. So we gonna talk for, I'll talk for, however long, maybe 10 minutes, maybe another half hour, who knows. Sometimes, we get in the conversation, we get going, and we'll be going. But we done with the Tekken for now. So let me put the controller up. I'm going to check out your comments. I'll try to catch up, and we'll keep the conversation going for as long as it goes. So, so this is one of the biggest resurgence of boxing because of the Saudis. I agree. That's why I kept saying that's who Turkey Al-Sheikh is. He's a Saudi guy who's putting together a lot of fights. He makes a lot of fights, but all that's happening, at least with Canelo asking for 150, that's proving that, okay, he raised the scale, so now people are going to ask for more money when they don't want to fight. Even as their bunny who look better, they go for Taylor Swift looking chicks. They obsessed with white women. How do you care about other people's chicks look? That's a good question. But I'll give you a slight response to this. I don't necessarily care about how other people's chicks look. I do care about the perception. Like, I've even joked about how a lot of brothers like big women. I don't mind big women, but I don't want every big woman to just look at me like, oh, I know, you'll settle for me. It's like, no, I won't. No, I won't. I don't want women to walk into things thinking, oh yeah, you'll settle for anything, because we know how these black guys are. So I'm not necessarily worried about, I don't give a fuck what you do, man. As long as you ain't messing with kids, I can care less. But the perception of we just horn dogs and we'll settle for anything, I don't like that. And it unfortunately, like they say, there's something to stereotypes. There's something to cliches. So, and that could be a hurtful thing when you're talking to somebody and they think, well, this guy, well, he's black, so we know he'll settle. So that's the perception. The perception issue is an issue. You said he will walk him down. I'm not sure who he'll. You talking about Benavidez walking Canelo down? I don't think Benavidez has the pop. Like, Canelo's going to throw regardless. And I think Benavidez, the fight that makes me think Benavidez is beatable is, even though he won the fight, was Caleb Plant. Because, yeah, he outboxed Caleb Plant and he won. And I know Caleb Plant's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. He's not the easiest guy to stop. But he has been stopped. And Benavidez struck. Now, and he did, listen, and I'll also say, Caleb at the end of the fight was trying his best not to get stopped. But I don't know. It's just something about Benavidez. There's something missing that he needs, to me, to beat Canelo. And I almost can't put my finger on it. And yes, there is race fetishes. You guys are having a conversation. Like I said, the perception thing is more my thing. And Garcia does like to be dramatic, though. It did well for the promo fight, for the Tank fight, absolutely, but it did ruin him mentally. That fight was so big. That was one of the biggest boxing fights in years. And one of the biggest fights in years. And I think that he went from he had a pretty good Instagram following, but that blew up both him and Tank's profile so crazy that I don't know if he, you're right, I don't think he has recovered mentally, Potato. PJ. How many times I win, I don't know how many times I won. Projecting stuff on other people. That brother Yakubi had 4 or 6 kids. Yeah, maybe they like each other. Maybe they rest fetishes. Who knows? They got 4 or 6 kids. I want listen. I can't complain about marriages and then you have a happy marriage and talk shit. I wish him and his Yakubian princess the best. Him and those big headed kids. I hope they have a wonderful life. They got 2 wonderful parents, and I wish them the best. Even though they weren't that wonderful because they nosy as fuck. Cause wasn't it like over some private school shit? But they obviously got, if they go into a private school, they got at least parents that give a shit, and that's better than most. Finally did it. Aquafina, John Cena, and Simu Liu in a picture together. What the movie together? Peak Cinema. What movie is this? That sounds horrible. Yeah, Cena went through a humiliation ritual. That's still unbelievable. He went in that shit. Did that fucking Oscar shit. And that proves the Oscars every year is gonna try to have a gimmick. I still think that there was, I don't care enough to live on the hill and die on it, rather not that Will Smith, Chris Rock thing was staged. But they had that incident, and they had John Cena, I think, the next year. So next year the Oscars are gonna have some weird incident. Something's gonna happen to keep the Oscars net, because the Oscars have been falling off. You want to talk about something that's falling off mainstream wise? Are the Oscars still mainstream? They went from 40 to 50 million people in America watching to like 5. You know what I mean? Or 6, whatever it was the 1 year. Really falling off. So I don't know. There are normal couples. I wish we could see. Here we go. Speaking of gay, nice with the gay shit. What is going on, Richard, with the anti-white woman Reddit? It's like legit racist. It's like, what the fuck? Not saying you're obligated to be with people your own race, but you got much better women around you. Bro, guys are desperate. This ain't the what do you think? Listen, I get it, man. We act like we can just get whatever. A lot of guys are happy to get a stitch in some box nowadays, bro. Most guys are not having sex statistically now, bro. So, this better. Motherfuckers is taking what they can get. We're in Biden's America. We're taking what we can get, bro. Settle for Vig. I wouldn't mind making beats, but all the gay stuff got to stop. Shout out to Snorter Poopers. No, what the hell? Play my belt. Luckily, it's the end of the stream, or else I'll time you out. Canelo has a shit output, low output. Yeah, it hasn't been quite the same. You're right about that. He did almost lose the cable there. He does have some almost losses. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I make beats on I got a music channel, Potato Jones. Somebody put the music channel in the chat. I make synthwave beats. I make all types of beats. It ain't just synthwave. But on Saturday nights, and hopefully we'll do it again this Saturday night. I used to do it all the time. We're trying to get back into it. But yeah, I use Reaper. That's my DAW of choice. I use Reaper. I got some VSTs. I got a room full of synthesizers and equipment that I'm shitty with, but I still like. But yeah, I do make beats. And so yeah, check out the music channel. We do streams on there. I need to release more content. That's the thing. And release some of the freestyles and stuff I do. But yeah, I make music. I do make music. And it's called Jackpot. I don't know. My skull is not proportional. My head is big. I'm just so fat that it just balances itself out. Yeah, I use Reaper. Okay, you already said it. Get racist you can. Ableton. You know what? I had a homie that used Ableton. I remember I went to his house a few times trying to use it. I didn't get with it. I wish I knew how to use Ableton. But yeah. It's not goth white people music. Shaka just I ain't gonna bring up the little synth pop shit with the little Richard said I sound like Lil Yachty with the auto tune. Oh man, you got first off, I don't think anyone linked the music. Let me see if I can find the music channel. Yeah, I'll toss a link. And we like I said, Synthwave Saturday night. And shit, I'm looking at one of the boxing channels talking about that Canelo thing. It's just like, what are you so? Listen, whatever the case may be, maybe he does lose to David Benavidez, but I don't think he should be like. Come on, bro. You know. All right, thank you, Richard. You beat me to it. Yo, it's almost like offensive, and I'm not even Caucasian. And the goth stuff, let me judge that. No, it's not goth. I've been making a lot of synth pop stuff. I used to make hip hop. I'm trying to get back into that as well. But I wanted to challenge myself, do something different. Plus, I always like synthesizers. So, how it really went is for shit. When did I start the channel? I can even let's see live and do oldest 9 months. So toward the end of last year, I started Synthwave Saturday night, and then in the process, I done put together enough beats for an album, and I'm working on writing and producing and finishing that album. So I ended up stopping these streams to do that, but I've had severe writer's block. So I did a stream basically in 2 months until last weekend. But I also have freestyles and things I could be shooting videos and should be shooting videos to put on the channel just to have more things. But yeah, and the goal is to just be an artist without a genre. I mean, as much as I love hip hop and I found the love for synthwave and other genres and stuff, I kind of just want to do my own thing. So the plan is to finish up essentially 2 projects by the end of the year and release them next year. That's what the plan was initially, to get something out this year. But I'm slow. Watching the Core Poly 6. Yeah. I use a Core Poly. That is the sound for the bass. That's shout out to who was it? Time Cop. I saw Time Cop uses that, and I'm like, oh wait, I got that, because I buy a lot of I'm stupid enough to actually buy VSTs, and a lot of times the purchase shit don't even be working. But yeah, the Core Poly 6, that has a great bass, and it's the best 80s bass you can get. And even though I got some synthesizers, and sometimes I'll sub it out for like analog synths, it's still one of the best ones. The fans want Benavidez fighting with Cell Big. Yeah, Mexican versus Mexican angle there. He's ducking for a reason. If he felt confident after Benavidez last before, he will fight him. You're right. But it's like, I guess, listen, I'm not a multi-million-dollar boxer, but it's like, yeah, let us know what type of stuff you make, man. And if you got your music out there, there's a guy named Zombie Man who will come to this channel. He's a really good musician. Him and his dad make music together, and they released a couple projects. They had a project. It seems to release a project every Halloween. Is their thing. And then he's got a lot of good solo music, and he does a bunch of different stuff. Always finding his next victim, like Ricada. Builder always fine. That Ricada crash out thing is crazy. I see, for a while he said he didn't want to fight another Mexican, but he didn't already stop that. I don't know, man. I get to a certain extent you don't want to let that. Well, he ain't got to. But you don't want to let loss go. I think Turkey Sheik has a point. He said ever since the Bevo loss, he got a little bit more gun shy. He can lose to David Benavidez, but I don't see David Benavidez as a world beater. He's not like, I don't know. Roommate is Mr. Fruby. He chose that name, which I hate. It's whatever. He has a Future Funk kind of vibe. Okay, that's what's up. Make all kinds of stuff. That's what's up. Huge star. What is it? Sister Diddy gonna make him a star? Oh Lord. Let me guess. You gonna offer Retro Rich? You gonna set him up with P Diddy and offer a contract for Bad Boy Records? As is the spam joke. Do you got any of this stuff on the internet? You can drop the link. Maybe we'll check some out before we get out of here. And if you haven't subbed, I'd appreciate it. And if you have subbed, thank you. Thank you, man. They coming for you. Hey, man, there's definitely Freemasons in sports, man. And shit, Rich, I referenced it. What do you think about Team USA? And they're still winning. They're still winning. They're getting W's, but they've been kind of struggling. And it is crazy to me that, okay, I get it. There's more NBA talent internationally. Obviously, Serbia has Jokic, who probably the best player on earth. Fair enough. But Team USA ideally has, I don't know how big the Olympic rosters are, the 12 to 15, whatever it is, they're in the top 25 players on earth. How do you have a collection of 12 of the top 25 players, top 20 to 25 players, when every other team at best only has 1 or 2, and you're struggling with these teams? That doesn't make sense. Tired, not trying, not used to the rule. Well, they weren't. But that's not like, either the rest of the world has way more NBA level players than we think. Because that's what my thought is. My thought is I think it was Noah Lyles who said something about it, that maybe the NBA isn't a true world champion because a NBA team has less talent than Team USA, but you can still field another team. You know what I mean? I think there are NBA level players all across this earth. They just aren't in the NBA, but their talent level, if you get them a 2K rating, they're still 85s and up. You know what I'm saying? But they're just not in the NBA. They're in EuroLeague. They're in the Serbian League. They're in the, everyone jokes about the Shanghai Sharks, but they're playing in Shanghai. They're playing in Japan. They're playing wherever in all these other leagues all across the world. But they're really good and they're NBA talent. That's, to me, quantifies it. Because I don't see how they could be this close. Even what you say, I get it. The season just ended. I'm sure there's some fatigue. I'm sure they're not taking it as serious. And in a lot of cases, a lot of these teams probably have a little bit more synergy. But the talent disparity has to have been closed for these games to be this close. All right, PJ. All right, peace out, man. Need some encouragement, community. Hey, it's you and me both, bro. So please stick around. I appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for showing up. So this is cool. It's cool when new people show up. Pretty cool. I play horse before I smoke those queefs. It don't make no sense. Man, sometimes you want to talk about some propaganda. There's a lot of athletic propaganda, man. Yeah, there's a lot of guys who haven't got a chance. Yeah. Peace out, PJ. Potato Jones and Vigilante Williamson in Tekken stream. No. A lot of guys out there haven't got a chance by being great. I believe that. I believe that. That has to be the case, or else the USA will be. I'm not saying they need to dominate every game all the time, but there's only one top 10 player on the Serbian team, and that's enough. You know what I'm saying? That's enough. He could be a Fed, but so could you. So could everybody in this damn chat. Feds ain't looking at me yet. If once I get to 8,000, 80,000 subs, they may be fucking with me. But at 800, I think I'm okay. But yeah, it's, and I'm not saying they're probably still going to win the gold. But there's clearly some propaganda about how good these players are relative to the rest of the world. There has to be propaganda. They should be dominating. It doesn't even make sense. Maybe. It's a good point. New York probably the worst place. Used to be always the Mecca, but I mean, we're seeing if you're trying to get to the NBA, a kid from middle of nowhere South Carolina going to middle of nowhere Murray State can be the second draft pick. It's better to be from a small area, go to a small college, and you will get more shine. Last person to come out of New York was Kareem. Well, if you're talking about Hall of Famer, yeah. But I'm like, Stephon Marbury's pretty good. Stephon Marbury is pretty good. Yeah, Nate was 5'9" and could dunk. You said people around you tell you should be in the NBA if you didn't have back and leg issues or 6'4". You might, that I'm not going to doubt you. I'm not going to doubt you. Clearly, going through high school in New York. I thought Marbury went to Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was from the New York area. Ron Artest. So there's some guys, but you're talking about that top level. No, don't dunk on me, please. Yeah, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom, Stephon Marbury, a few others, but yeah. Sometimes they try to put Kyrie with that, but Kyrie's really from Australia. He lived in Australia. Best crack you ever smoked was Lamar. Don't stop that. Everyone leave with high school in New York left. I went to richer areas, richer states. Fair enough. That's another thing. The prep school situation. A lot of these prep schools what's that one in Virginia? Is it Oak Hill? they'll siphon out a lot of those great players from other places, and they'll move them to Virginia. And they'll move them. I think they're in Virginia, Oak Hill, and there's a few other prep schools. I mean, even though Bronny is not that good, there's a reason they went to Chino Hills. That was one of the best schools. Oh man, can't spell Odom without OD. Man, he got a substance abuse issue. He went to a school in the Bronx metro area. Who go there? Yeah. And height is a huge issue, man. I can't deny that. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, no. But yeah, there's definitely the skill gap it's closed almost shut to me. We have an all-star team. An all-star team should be able to beat a regular NBA team. So if these games are this close, the Serbian national team is as good as any NBA team. That must be the case, or else the game wouldn't be that close. It has to be the case. He still went to St. Vincent. No, he transferred to, what was that, Chino Hills out in California. When his dad went to L.A., St. Vincent in Akron. I don't know, maybe. I think height would be a thing. If you was 6'9" instead of, well, not 6'9", 6'9" or 6'10", you would probably be a prospect. Best school is Notre Dame. It's the greatest of all white hopes. Oh Lord, Bronny the same height as you. I don't know. Because you know those NBA, they lie about those heights. Who knows? I think Bronny's probably 6 feet. He's probably legit 6 feet. And you said you're 5'9", 5'10", so he's probably got a couple inches on you. But Jalen Brunson, I think he's your same height as you. I think Jalen Brunson is the same height as you. I think he's 5'10". I think he's my height. I'm 5'10". I think about right on 6 feet. He might be 5'11". You know they lie about those heights, so you might be right. You said Jalen Brunson 5. What do you say? 5'9", 5'6"? What you said? No, you said 5'9". A couple inches do make a difference. Yeah, Jalen Brunson is probably, yeah, he might be shorter than me. And then you got Trae Young. Hot Charles Trae Young. He got to be like, what, 5'8"? I mean, so Chris Paul, he's 6 feet. He probably not. He's probably like 5'10", 5'11". So that's true. You talking about him 5'10"? Do I gotta make a video measuring this shit just for y'all? Just like Cinch did, I don't think I can swim. I'm 5'10". I used to be 5'10". Now my posture sucks because I have fucking tech neck, or like, you know, the fucking phone neck, because bending over so much. That's what she said. I am not 5'7". Stop it. You sound crazy. You just think everybody's short. I know you supposed to be tall. I think you like said 6'2", 6'3". You just think everybody's short. I'm 5'7". Get out of here. Especially shit. When you bend your neck over, you know how you lean over and then you can lose height that way. I'm trying to regain height. That's another reason I train. Get a little bit more back muscle, have a little bit better posture. You got me. I'm gonna have to make a short just to prove this shit. All your brothers around 6'4", except for you, damn. Hey, hopefully you hit a late growth spurt. You still 19. When did you turn 20? When's your birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Tall people like big dogs gonna leave. Oh, December 4th. Isn't that Jay-Z's birthday? I only know it because he had a song. It was the intro to the Black Album. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Joints do blow out when you're tall. And it is. Okay. So you're fucked up. I'm sorry to hear that. I think, and I've actually, you said that you got a lot of issues, physical issues. Andre Robertson's birthday? I did not know that. That was back when Jay-Z was good, man. I don't care what nobody say. I put Jay-Z and Eminem in the same category. They used to be good back in the day. and they used to be good 20 years ago. They still competent enough rappers to have a good verse at any time. But as far as making music that I'm going to actually go out my way and listen to, neither one has done much for 20 years. And I stand on that. That's not to say none of them have any good songs the past 20 years. They both do. And maybe Jay has a few more, but not by much. Even though you're a crippled Frankenstein. Nah, Enzo Amore's short. That dude's 5'4". Enzo's the GOAT. Enzo was one of the best. Enzo's probably the best promo they had in WWE the past 10 years. That's not saying much at all, but he probably is. But no, he's just like 5'4". Jay's I would say that too. I would agree that Jay's discography is better than M's, but I don't think it's by the margin that people act like it is. And I don't think his career, like I said, I don't think Jay's made more relevant music the past 20 years. And like I said, he probably does have a few more songs, but I don't like Watch the Throne as much as everybody else. And I don't like Watch the Throne or Blueprint 3 as much as everybody else. I didn't listen to 444 because I didn't give a shit. And I'm just being honest. And what was the other shit? I missed Magna Carta. That was cool. That had some cool songs. You need to look at Simon Gotch. He did smash Liv Morgan. You'll link it. I think I vaguely remember this shit. Yeah, because Simon Gotch threw him against the ropes, and he hit the ropes.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Andre Robertson airball compilation. I guess we could play this real quick. I remember that, and I vaguely remember the Simon Gotch thing. This stream going on for a while.
He was rewarded with free throws, a little bit short on the first. He's got a second.
Producer tag. Golly.
You talk to the guys in the locker room, and what they'll tell you is that Andre Robertson, no, he's not a good free throw shooter. Let's not try to sugarcoat this at the same time, and that's a violation.
Wow.
You missed the rim. You got to find rim on the second free throw, or it's a side out to the other.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Whiteside is active in the passing lane here in the first minute. Robertson with the air.
Robertson
man.
Those. Ibaka has 10 points in this third quarter.
Oh, man.
Air ball on the free throw.
There's the air balls, and then there's air
that's
balls.
crazy. I know he's a good defensive player, but that's crazy that you can get to the league when you're that terrible of a shooter. Because there are legit people on YouTube who can shoot better than this.
For three.
There's legit hundreds of people on YouTube that can shoot better than this.
Robertson for three.
Woo!
Here at Chesapeake Arena, or you can shop 24/7.
Said you could do a compilation, and hopefully, I can't see a check.
The way I got to figure.
Wow, man, that was a brick. Holy cow! I
know he wants that one back.
I hope so.
Jeez.
I like he walked up.
Hold on now.
What's worse, shooting an air ball or shooting a brick?
On the free throw line?
When you shoot a brick, though, you're building a house. Yeah.
Well, you saw both.
My goodness.
You take
Bro, I know there's pressure. Like, the average person couldn't handle the pressure hitting the NBA free throw. But I feel like I can hit a couple of these free throws, man. D-League highlights. Jesus. That show I owed it back when it was the D-League before it was the G-League. Oh, come on. That's crazy to watch an NBA player play like he's at the Y. All right, man. You get it. That's crazy to watch an NBA player play like he's at the Y. That's nuts. Nuts. Same birthday as you. All right, if it ain't too long, I guess we can get through this too. That's horrendous, man. That's horrendous as fuck, bro. That's type of shit that'll make you mad. Three-way call, because he loves wrestling so much. Man,
I have a long.
We got 17 minutes of this, but we could get a couple minutes in it. Yeah, he actually learned how to shoot. What is this? When he came back to the league,
Get the defense on its heat.
the best of them. Okay, we'll play some of this stuff, but then I do want to get out of here. I knew for some reason, like, okay, once we hit the street, it was gonna go a little longer. Oh, it's the same one. Okay.
I have a long.
Hold on. We'll get into it. Ain't like Simon Gotch did that much though. Like for him to be talking shit, like, because I mean, all these wrestlers is mad. Like Simon Gotch didn't do shit. You know, with all disrespect. I mean, shout out to the Vaudevillains. That was a cool thing. But honestly, the biggest thing about the Vaudevillains was the one in Rusev Day.
Yeah. I have a long list of guys from NXT. If you just want to give your comments on Samoa Joe, being around Joe.
Oh, he's awesome. I've known Joe for pretty much as long as I've been wrestling, and he's always been a cool guy.
Finn Balor.
Finn is surprisingly more relaxed about everything than you'd expect. I think he's very much that guy who's at the point where he knows he's done his art. He's here to do his money work, and he's definitely doing it. He's probably, I think he's actually like the highest grossing guy as far as merch goes.
Yeah.
He was making 6 figures in developmental because of his merch.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about Ty?
Ty is reliable. He's probably one of the more reliable workers you're going to find. He's very reminiscent of actually I think probably a guy like Rude or Hennig, where you can put him out there with anyone, he's going to give you a quality match.
Ty Dillinger is like Rick Rude or Kurt Hennig. Bro, if that haircut doesn't invalidate you, that statement does. Ty Dillinger, a.k.a. what's his real Sean Spears? He's nowhere near a Rick Rude or a Kurt Hennig. What the fuck?
Jordan and Gable?
Oh, they're great. I absolutely love Chad Gable.
Damn, this is old because Jason Jordan ain't wrestled in years.
He's hilariously talented. I wrestled with him or I saw him in the ring. And I know how insecure he is because he
is amazing.
Oh, he is. Jordan, it's funny how insecure he is because he's a guy that has he's gorgeous, jacked, jumped to the moon, you know, athletic as the day is long, and he has no reason to envy anyone, but he's shockingly like insecure sometimes. Not in a bad way, in an almost endearing way, like, oh, you're nervous. What the fuck are you nervous about?
Enzo.
Oh, yeah, I remember the Kurt Angle song.
Cass is a good dude. He is a solid big man.
Here we go.
Enzo is a fucking abortion.
Why do you say that? A lot of people say that.
Well, have you ever heard the saying, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and quacks?
So you guys won't be doing Christmas dinner anytime soon?
Well, I'm Jewish for starters, but...
there you go.
But, no, to give you the full rundown on Enzo, he is, well, first, I will say to his credit, he absolutely believes his own bullshit. He is 100% confident in himself, to his detriment, and to the detriment of others around him. He's an example of someone who has no excuse to not know wrestling, but he doesn't know wrestling. To give you just a full rundown of just a few of these are the highlights.
Yeah, definitely. Go for it.
Here's some Enzo highlights. We'll start with this one. Enzo is from New Jersey. What's the one thing New Jersey has a vast number of? Wrestling schools. Guess how many days of wrestling training Enzo had before he got signed? 0. And I asked Sean Bennett, who's a referee from this area.
Yeah, I know Sean.
Yeah, Sean. And I told him that, and he was like, "Yeah, there's actually, I know where Enzo's from, and there's a school 15 minutes from his town."
Mike Morgan School, maybe.
Yeah. So it's like there's schools out there. So this is thing one to me because I'm very big on, like, I'm passionate about wrestling. I'm passionate about the art of wrestling.
Okay, before we get into this, I'm already on Enzo's side. Here's why. I vaguely remember watching this, but I don't remember what he said. But, like, this comes off as that indie nerd, that indie wrestling nerd, the motherfucker you see on Red. Well, he didn't do the indie thing, and he didn't go to school, and he didn't do the... Everybody WWE signed is not going to go to wrestling. They sign all sorts of... They find a jack motherfucker, they'll give him a tryout. And if he makes a tryout, they'll sign it. They'll sign him. I mean, it's like, he didn't do what he was... We all spent 100 years in bingo halls, and he didn't. He doesn't care about wrestling. He doesn't know in 1992 when Bret Hart and Bill... Suck a dick. So what? He cuts a better promo than you. He's more interesting than you. He doesn't do all this other... So that's always put me on. I'll get to it. He probably has some good points. Because, I mean, I heard Enzo's a prick. And being a prick, you know, you ain't got to be a prick. But you know what? No. So what? He didn't get into wrestling school. So what? Good. That's probably a good thing because all these wrestling schools is doing is train y'all to not have any personality and to do a bunch of shitty flips. So
and guys who love it. Like Chad Gable, a lot of people don't know, he trained with Eric Cannon up in Minnesota before he got signed. And he wasn't doing that for any reason other than he loved pro wrestling. He got into amateur wrestling because he loved pro wrestling. So that's the first thing to me.
He's not a wrestling nerd.
Does anybody else ever tell you that? Just the way you...
No, but now I feel a little...
Speaking of wrestling, the ratings have dropped. There are 2 people watching this stream. The ratings have dropped. At least that's what it's showing me. Good Lord. Everyone wants to hear Simon Perry Enzo. The ratings of this stream fall off a fucking cliff. All right, now it's back up to 6.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Go ahead.
I wish I could remind you of his bank account, but unfortunately I can't. That actually threw me off terribly.
Sorry, bro.
I'll tell you why in a minute. But so that's a big thing to me. Is like people who have. The
I'll give him another minute.
Don't is really weird to me. Secondly, like I said, I'm not very big on gimmicks, and he's a walking gimmick. So that kind of bugs me on top of that. He's kind of a scummy guy. A lot of his, we all have our down moments, like our less than. Every one of us could probably write out a handful of things we're generally not proud of.
He does have a dumb mustache.
But he's one of those guys that not only would he write down those things with pride, he would brag. He'd make up other ones. But just to give you a level of his understanding of wrestling, you were interviewing Manny Fernandez earlier, correct?
Yes.
Okay. One of the guys who's an unsung hero of Pro Wrestling Iron is a guy named Frank Murdoch. He also worked under the name Frank Dalton. He used to do WCW B shows with Manny. Now, one day, we were sitting in the one of the conference rooms watching videotape, bullshitting with Bill. So it's like me, English, Sasha, Bailey, Enzo Cassidy. It's a bunch of, like, his class, basically, Bill's class. We're in there. And we're just telling different funny wrestling stories. And the story I had was that many years ago, when they were doing the WCWB shows, Manny and Frank had homesteaded this one random town. Manny convinced this Mark car dealer to sell Frank a car. So he writes up a loan. He does all this shit under the name Frank Murdoch. The problem is Frank Murdoch doesn't exist. His name is Kelly New. But this guy's, he does it without ID. He does also because he's such a mark for Manny, and so he gives them a car. So one day, Manny disappears with the car, and Frank's like, well, my name ain't on it, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So I tell this story. Enzo, who claims to be the hugest Dusty Rhodes fan in the world, Dusty's my mentor, all this stuff. Oh man, I can't believe Kalisto would do that. You could have heard a pin drop. Everyone just does the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, Dusty's tag partner, the guy you supposedly is your mentor.
Oh boy.
Because
okay, man, I gave him to the end of the story, and I'm sure there's interesting stuff, man. But this sounds like some when we all worship rest. This is why he undid his. He did the opposite. I like Enzo more because he's not a fucking nerd. So let's play Andre Robertson. Let's get out of here. I could rant for like an hour on this, and it probably gets better at the end. But I got to get out of here. I got to.
You hear the ovation in the background, and that is because Andre Robertson is going to check into the game for the first time, and he's going to check in to any kind of competitive game for the first time since January 20.
Press pause. Need to get coffee. Don't want to miss anything. Yeah, I don't think you miss nothing. Fuck basketball. Yeah, we'll play this little basketball thing, and we'll get out of here.
7th of 2018. All of his teammates on their feet, giving him a big round of applause. And Mike, what a moment for Andre Robertson getting into live game action and the long road to recovery.
This summer league stuff, man. If he's just gonna keep bricking, I don't know if we're doing this whole video. There we go. He's hitting some shots.
Oklahoma City, thanks to a three.
We're getting out of here in minutes.
Robertson again. Wow.
Okay, look at him.
Andre Robertson, who before Friday had not played a game since January of 2018.
Okay, so he has improved. Nice block.
Green taking the basket again, has it sent back.
But definitely the worst shot of the game so far.
Listen, him not shooting a bunch of air balls and actually hitting some shots is like a huge improvement.
Block.
And peace out, Nas.
Was that Robertson right there? Yes, it was.
Always big at any position he plays.
Andre Robertson back in. How about that? The nice drive from the wing as he blew right by
I guess
Collins.
we get it. He improved. I mean, there's two people viewing. I'm getting out of here. I'm fading. I appreciate it. I know I got a bunch of different interests, and that everyone has the same interest, but some people have the same interest. Like, I'm interested in basketball and wrestling. Some people care about basketball. Some people care about wrestling. Very few. I think only Richard cares about both. But you know what I mean. And listen, I might watch that after that Simon Gotcha interview. I probably will. But I'm sick of these wrestling nerds. This is why wrestling isn't mainstream. Going back to the discussion we started with. We were talking about Taylor Swift and that, bro. Oh, the WWE has millions of fans, but nobody knows what it is. That guy we saw was on TV with millions of people watching him, and nobody remembers him because he wasn't that good. And you didn't know, man, it was a tag team. Who cares, man? Be entertaining, bro. You're in the entertainment business. It's too many fans, man. I mean, you're going to be a fan of whatever it is you love, but it's like, you care more about the past than coming out with something for the present. And that's why this is why this guy, is working a regular job right now. You know what I'm saying? He's not still WWE. He didn't get to AEW, and he's working a regular job. All right, peace out, y'all. I see Fizz saying bye-bye, so that's usually the time to go. Did anyone kick it with us? No. Anyone twitching with us? No. Maybe we got a viewer. Maybe that viewer is me. I don't know. In any event, even though it's archaic, I don't know what else to say. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Have a good night. God bless you all. I will talk to all you guys. Peace. You don't get it. He really studies the game. He's a student of the game, man. Like, no, he's a fucking nerd. He's a nerd. He got in good shape. He was able to train, but no. And that's why me and him make the same amount of money right now. All right. I'll talk to all you guys later. Peace out.